Hey gamers, happy new year. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everybody enjoyed the holidays and got what you wanted. Um, just thought I'd do a quick video. Sorry I didn't do one in December. I wasn't actually home. I went to Florida for Christmas. Totally enjoyed it. The weather was lovely. Got to spend time with my family. It was very nice. While I was down there, I thought I would check out some video games. Hopefully, I was thinking maybe I can pick up a good amount of video games for cheap. Turned out that's not the case. Found out, no, it might just be where I was in Florida, but the video games were expensive, really expensive. Uh, to the point, I mean, I had the money and I wasn't willing to spend the money on that price for the game, which quite surprised me actually. And I'm not talking about like PS3 games. I'm talking about PS2, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Genesis, and these are games that are just normal games. They're not like special or anything like that. Your regular game, not in a box, wasn't too clean. I just wanted the game to play. Just your regular average game, and they were pricey. They were really pricey. Even when we even went to a flea market, it was still pricey. Again, it just might be just where I was, but I found the video games really pricey, and so I just when I saw that, I was thinking, wow, that's really bad because here in the UK you can get a fairly good game for pretty cheap, especially on old consoles. For PlayStation 2, I can get games for like 10p, 20p, 50p, and I'm talking games that you would actually play, games that are actually nice. I can get eh, really good games for £1. In America, I'm sports games, old sports games, which here in the UK, once a couple years past, they're ridiculously low, 5p, 10p. I'm seeing them for like $1.99, $2, $3, $4. That might be what it's supposed to be priced, but coming from the UK where I can get it for 10p, I'm thinking it should be about the equivalent, 20 cents, but ridiculous. Anyway, I only got one game in December. I probably won't even do a video for it because it's only one game. I got NC. Let me just go get it. I got NCAA 2008, NCAA Football 2008 for the PS3. The only reason I got it was to test if my PS3 here in the UK was actually region free, because I was hearing different reports. Some people said yeah, PS3 was a region free. Some people were saying no, it's not region free. So I just thought I'd pick up a game. I paid $1.99, which was the cheapest game I could find. It is the cheapest game I could find in all the video game stores where I was in Florida. $1.99, so that's $2 something plus tax, and you include the tax in it. Tested it, yeah, it does play. Um, as you know, I'm not really that into realistic sports games, so but anyway, I did it. I've tested it. My PS3 is region free, so I'll I'll be getting it. Also, the reason I got it was because it was only released in America, so it's not like I can get it over here in England anyway. Um, Again, with the pricing, I just have to tip my hat off to all you video game collectors in America. Pete Dorr, Gamester81, the whole lot of you. I tell you what, I thought that I put a lot of money into my video game collection, but going to Florida and seeing the price for just mediocre games just tells me that you guys really put a lot of money into your collection. And you guys have been collecting way longer than me, so I have to tip my hat off to you guys. You guys must really, really put a lot of money into your collection, and I really have to tip my hat off to you. Anyway, yeah. Uh, Again, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a lovely Christmas. Um, this year, what I'm going to be doing, I'm changing my collecting a bit. One of the reasons I went over to Florida, not also to see family, but I'm looking to move back to America. And as such, I mean, my video game collection is, although it's nowhere near everybody else's size, it's a lot. It's bulky to bring from the UK to America. And so I was thinking, what can I sell off, trade off? What I don't want to bring everything. I mean, I can't really play it. You know, like my Mega Drive is, have to get a voltage converter, maybe a few of them, bring them over, and then I'll have all my games to play. It's cumbersome. It'll cost me more money, and for what? A lot of the games I have I can get over there, so it's kind of pointless, really. So what I decided to do was I decided to focus on games that were at the very least the English version was only released in Europe. So there's some games which were released only in Europe. Then you have some games which were released in Japan or other Asian countries, but the English version was only released in Europe. And so basically, I'm going to be buying games that I can't actually get in. Well, they weren't released in America, the English version at the very least. And so I'm going to be focusing on that much more. Plus games that I want to get because I want to get them, regardless if they was released in America or not. Like, for example, I want to get the European release of Chrono Trigger. It might be exactly the same, but hey, I can play it now. And so I don't have to wait until I get to America and go looking for it and pay more money, and so I might as well just get it now and just enjoy it now, right? But other games, there's a lot of games that people don't know about that were released. I wouldn't even class it as shovelware, because there are some really good cheap games where the gameplay is really nice. You really enjoy yourself. I would say there's a lot of hidden gems in the UK market which were released. People just don't, your average person doesn't know about. You might pick it up not knowing what it is, and turns out, oh, it's a really good game, and you didn't pay that much for it. Anyway, so what I've done, I asked around, and a lot of people said my first place to start, to know what games I would need to actually get all, or at least almost all, the European release games, would be to go to GameFAQs. So I created an account on GameFAQs, searched, and wow, that's a lot of information. All of the information isn't correct, because I found some games which they said were never released in Europe, and I have them right here, released in Europe. So, so I'll probably be editing and all of that type of stuff. I probably won't get too heavily in GameFAQs. It's just a research tool. I know there are other sites which do it. Well, there was one that I am still a member on, but I don't know. It's like the site team must have given up or something. I don't know. But it was a really, really, really good resource tool in regards to video game collecting, and they use the barcode numbers, as well as the Sony identification numbers. But anyway, yeah, so that's basically my plan this year. I'm going to be focusing on just the specific games I want to get, and then games which have only a European release, or their English version is only a European release. And so I'm including Australia in that as well, because Australia, they have PAL format. So is Australia considered Europe? I don't even know if Australia. No, it's not considered. But as I said, they have a PAL format. So, and I can pick up some of the game. From what I understand, a lot of at least the games that weren't actually released only for Australia, most of the games that are actually European games, and they just, this is what I heard. I don't know how true it is. So you just get a European game, and then you put a label over it, over the barcode with the Australian barcode, and then that's the Australian game. That's what I heard. I don't know. Again, I don't know how true it is. I don't have any Australian games, so there you go. Yeah, but so that's my plan this year. I think it's probably going to be a bit more expensive, me doing that, because obviously some of these games are hard to find they're hard to get, and so the price is on some of them, which I guess if I just, if it was a normal release, probably would be a lot less. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've already picked up two or three European only releases. Also, this year, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and do more reviews. I know I've said that before. I've said it before and I haven't done it. But hopefully, this year I can do more reviews. You might actually see my face. Well, maybe not. I don't like the way I look anyway. But yeah, there you go. Again, Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a lovely New Year. And as I said, the world is supposed to end in sometime this year or something like that. Well, if it's gonna end, it's gonna end. There's nothing we can do about it. There you go. And that's about it. Oh yeah. Before I forget, I have DC Online, DC Universe Online. If anybody plays, let me know. I only have 2 character slots, so I tend to create, play for a bit, then delete, then create, play for a bit, then delete. But anyway, if anybody's on DC Universe Online, let me know. Put your character name, and you might get to play sometime. I'm on it. I wouldn't say, well, I was on it fairly often last year. I might be on it fairly often this year. It's a very nice game. I do enjoy it. As I said, if you're on it, if you have it, if you play it, let me know. Put your character name, signature, what have you, in the box below, and we might meet up, play, have a good time. Alright guys, talk to you later. Thanks for watching.